He's VB and he lives in Perth, making super videos for all his worth. His channel is great, he's a good mate with Beryl, a feral southern head.
G'day beer lovers, it's your old mate again here, VB Ed. G'day beer lovers. Today I want to talk about that fuckwit that flew that German wings plane into that mountain in the French Alps. Andreas Lubitz, that German guy, that 27-year-old pilot. Now, in the media, it's been reported that depression is to blame, that Andreas Lubitz was depressed, and that's why he did what he did. Do you think it's fair to blame depression? You know, look, I know heaps of depressed people, and none of them are fucking murderers. None of them feel like going out and killing people because they feel depressed. It's not fucking depression. This Andreas Lubitz, if you read all the reports coming out, you know, he'd broken up with his girlfriend the previous week, or she'd dumped him. Also, he had health issues, which was going to threaten his career as a pilot, and apparently that's what he lived for, to fly. So his career was on the line. So it's almost like he was in a state of hopelessness or helplessness, that a state where he felt that he'd lost everything and he had lost all his desire to live. Now that is totally different from depression. Okay, that's the cause of the disaster. Now there's another thing about that disaster that, you know, it doesn't quite make sense. You know, what the media is producing, which doesn't quite make sense, and that is, look at the crash site. Now I'm going to flash up images now. These images are pictures of what's been published already. Now you have a close look at that crash site. Where are the fucking scorch marks of the plane? You know, like the plane would have come in, would have exploded on impact. You know, there would have been black shit everywhere, you know, from the burning debris. But it's not there, is it? You have a close look. Doesn't make fucking sense. Now, I've been reading some other stuff as well. So some people are saying that some of the debris was found upstream, which doesn't make sense. Some eyewitnesses reckon that they saw the plane in trouble as it flew over. You know, there was smoke coming out of it, or some people said there was bits and pieces falling off it, which doesn't make sense either, does it? So I think the conspiracists are going to have a field day with this fucking disaster. You know, you watch all these crazy stories evolve over the next few years, because that's what these conspiracists love doing. They love grabbing these stories where things don't quite make sense, and so they produce a theory. And then a lot of people latch onto these theories and think it's fact, and they end up believing it. Yeah. You know, I watch a lot of conspiracy stuff, and, you know, it just entertains me. It amuses me sometimes how people grab onto these theories and they think it's truth, you know, and they go off and start telling the world that this is the truth when it's all just made up bullshit, a lot of it. But, you know, there's some things about this disaster, you know, in the French Alps that doesn't quite make sense.